Welcome to Review Nation. What a month it has been in April, especially on my channel where I was just bitching every single day saying, oh, you guys aren't watching my content, so I'm going to create another channel, start from scratch, but that didn't work, so I went back to this channel thinking, fuck, I tell you what, the other channel of Review Nation was so barren. Yeah, I'm so glad I'm back, especially on this channel. But today we're doing the most played albums and bands in April. It's basically all my stats from Last.fm where I have recorded every single song and album, registered it on Last.fm. Last.fm is a stat website and it basically gives you everything into one whole package. Now, I haven't seen this report, so basically this is a first time reaction, so I'm pretty excited. Scrubbles are songs, in case you don't know. I heard 2,465 songs. Now that's up 5%. Scrubbles per day were 82, down 8 songs. Total listening time was 9 days and 12 hours. Average for me. Top tracks were Blessed Maggots Dwelling with Dead Flesh. It is the Worm'S Feast by the Black Dahlia Murder from the album VERMINOUS. So my main streamer meter was Black Sabbath. It's 79%. Most obscure band I listened to was Zila. The overall genre was metal, but most of the time I was listening to progressive metal and at times death metal. But progressive metal was way ahead of death metal, black metal, grindcore. So let's now go to the top albums of April. So number 10 is Anaal Nathrakh, ESCHATON. Great album really is, incorporating elements of black metal, death metal, and at times grindcore, and overall it's a pretty tight and cohesive album. Number 9 is Pestilence, Consuming Impulse. This really reminds me of something out of Death. Absolutely love his vocals, love how intense this album is, and it's just really atmospheric at times, but it's in your face. Number 8 is Threshold, March of Progress. Great progressive metal album. Now I know my mate doesn't really enjoy Threshold, but you know what? He is fucking wrong. This is a great bloody band. I love how proggy they are. They become one of my favorite bands. Damien Wilson's vocals are absolutely incredible on this album. Number 7 is surprise, surprise, it's Nightwish, Human to Nature. I did give you a critical review of this album. I thoroughly enjoy this album, I really do. Although you can fuck off this too and just bring on this one, it's a great fucking album. I absolutely love those 9 songs. Endlessness is one of my favorite Nightwish songs. Coming at number 6 is Dir & Grey, Withering to Death. Withering to Death, a fantastic album. We'll be providing an album review for you, Dir & Grey cunts. I'm not going to spoil for you, but Kia's vocals are just fucking fantastic on this album. Not to mention Dai's guitar work and Shinya's drumming. Number 5 is Blind Guardian, Nightfall in Middle-earth. Beautiful album, it really is. That will be my next Blind Guardian album review for you guys that are Blind Guardian fans. Could I dare say this is probably nearly as good as Beyond the Red Mirror. I just love the Middle-earth concept, love the Lord of the Rings concept. Coming at number 4 is Pestilence, Testimony of the Ancients. Some say Consuming Impulse is the best album by Pestilence. In my opinion, Testimony of the Ancients is an absolute banger. Love his vocals, love the guitar work, the drumming's fantastic. Oh, the riff in these songs are absolutely brilliant. Number 3 is the Black Dahlia Murder, VERMINOUS. Their latest album, and really enjoy this album. It's intense, it's in your face. Number 2 is, believe it or not, it's Halloween, Keeper of the Seven Keys, part 1 and 2. This is basically a part 1 and 2 album. A really good album. Not gonna actually reveal my thoughts on these 2 albums, but all I can say is I was pretty impressed. And finally, number 1, surprise, surprise, my favorite album of April and the top album for this video, it's Katatonia, City Burials. Oh, just a beautiful, angelic album with many different heavy metal elements, especially songs like Behind the Blood. Awesome album, it really is. Absolutely adore this album. So let's now go to the juicy part of this video, and now let's check out the top 10 artists of April. So number 10 is a brand new band that I've recently got into thanks to my mates. It's Hooded Menace. They're a doom metal band. They do doom differently. They really do. And I just love the guitars, really love his vocals, his demonic vocals, his growls. They just swallow you up. Albums are spooky. So my top album was OSSUARIUM, Silhouettes, Unhallowed. Absolutely love that album. And my top track was Black Moss, also from the same album. So coming in at number 9 is it's not even metal, but it's mystery. And he knows this life is quick, we going, but it's okay. Alright, this is a progressive rock band, and I fell in love with this band. I listened to a lot of their albums this month, and I thought they are fantastic. The guitar work on these albums, they really remind me of bands like Rush. Absolutely fantastic musicianship. My top album was The World Is a Game, which is absolutely magnificent album. And my top track was War Street King, which is a fantastic song. I couldn't stop listening to that song. But you know what? These songs average at times 10 to 15 minutes, at times even 20 minutes. Fantastic band. If you like prog, check out Mystery. They're not metal, they're just rock. Expect to see more Mystery on the channel. So coming in at number 8, we have a new rising band. It is Symphony X. Symphony X has finally made it in my top 10. I was hoping Symphony X was going to make it in my top 10. Still want Opeth to make it, but Symphony X has made it. Basically, 5 The New Mythology Suite was my top album, as I did an album review for that. But I've listened to a few other albums as well. Those were just repeated listens because I've heard the albums many times now. But my top song is apparently Fool's Paradise. Fantastic band they are. Coming at number 7, which makes it into the top 10 again. I think last month it was 4. This month it's at 7, and it's Katatonia. Every dream that is left behind me, I take a bow. Okay, so basically most of the plays were City Burials, but I also played the Fall of Hearts as well. My top played song was Heart Set to Divide from their new album. Great band, Jonas's vocals, oh superb. The Fall of Hearts is more proggy. If I had to say which album is better, I'd say City Burials is a little bit better because it's much more replayable factor. Okay, so you Nightwish fans will be pretty happy. So coming at number 6 is Nightwish. How exciting is that? With over 80 songs I played from this band. So number 1 album was Human to Nature. Played a lot, especially disc 1. Disc 2, about 2 or 3 times. My top track was Endlessness. I love how doomy, epic doom this song is. Those guitars, Marco's vocals, Floor's vocals as well. It's just overall beautiful song, Endlessness. And a great way to end off the true album. So we got another newcomer. It's Pestilence at number 5. And my top album was Testimony of the Ancients, with fantastic songs, followed by Consuming Impulse. They were basically 2 albums I checked out. I'm fairly new to Pestilence. Throughout the first half of the month, I really listened to them. I listened to a lot of Testimony of the Ancients, to be honest. About 6 times I listened to that album. But The Secrecies of Horror was my top song. Alright, so you Dream Theater fans, coming at number 4, we get Dream Theater.
Here I am inside his home. It holds dramatic clues to my...
It's Dream Theater. Dream Theater have finally moved up to the top 5. And I'm quite surprised actually, because I didn't think I'd listen to a lot of Dream Theater. In fact, yeah, I listened to a lot of Dream Theater actually. I didn't realize. But 10 albums I listened to. We got 6 Degrees of Inner Turbulence. That was top album this month. Followed by Images and Words, then it was Octavarium. And my most played song was Metropolis Part 1, The Miracle and The Sleeper. Followed by A Change of Seasons. Coming at number 3 is surprise, surprise. It's actually a surprise, to be honest. I need a drink. I actually am surprised because I did binge this band because I was going to do a review for them. The top album was Withering to Death. I think I did a review for Withering to Death. I can't remember. But that was the most played album, followed by Ouroboros. My top played track was Merciless Cult. So yeah, Duran Gray's on the rise. So finally coming in at number 2 is a new band that has just risen up. Last time was Pantera. Pantera didn't even make it to the top 10 this month. Maybe because I overplayed them last month. But it's Threshold. We have Threshold that's coming in at number 2 in the top 10 of the most played artists in April.
Best to stay at home.
I'm not surprised that this made it at number 2, to be honest, because I listened to so many albums by them. I did. All the albums. My most played was March of Progress, Instinct, which I will be reviewing next for Threshold. But man, a very enjoyable band. My favorite track was Coda. I love the pinch harmonic guitar riffs throughout Coda. I wonder if you guys can guess what my number 1 spot is. Well, you know what? This band has made it twice now. And this is an acquired taste, but it is Anaal Nathrakh. Anaal Nathrakh again make it to number 1. I honestly cannot stop listening to these guys. This band is ridiculously addictive. You listen to one album, you listen to them all. With over 230 listens for this band, I listened to 10 albums, all of the albums, and my top played album was ESCHATON, followed by the Codex Necro. So my top track was the TECHNOGOAT. Really, but I wasn't surprised that that was my number 1 band, to be honest. You probably can expect a top 10 or album ranking from me for Anaal Nathrakh in the near future. They sound like shit at first, but when you listen to them again and again and again, you fall in love with them, especially the choruses, especially the melody. Amazing band they are. It's ridiculous how addictive they are. And I can't believe they made it number 1 the second time so far I've been doing this series. So guys, I hope you did enjoy the most played bands and albums in April. And you know what, it's always fun. Opeth was so close in making the top 10. They were like the bands after Hooded Menace, they're all sort of equal. Then it was Halloween, Leprous, Opeth, Blind Guardian, The Morning Beloved, Barishi. Like all these bands could easily make it to the top 10 next month. So comment below your top bands for April, and I will see you in the next one. Ooh.